In my previous video, I spoke about how anger is experienced within our body, the reasons for it, and how that manifests in our physical reality. Now, let's understand how we can overcome this feeling of anger. So, as I mentioned earlier, anger is nothing but fear that is not processed or the pain that we experience within ourselves. So, a great way to calm our minds is meditation. That will help us figure out where what went wrong. What is that pain that we're holding? What is that trauma that we're holding? And another great way is introspection. Sometimes when I feel frustrated, I just write everything down, whatever comes to my mind. And in the process of that, I slowly start to calm down. And eventually, I see a pattern, a reason why I was angry. It usually comes down to having a low self esteem, wanting people to value me or to be seen or heard. Basically, it is where we lack self love. So, when I give that to myself, when I truly sit through it and think in my own ways why I'm seeking that, what is the reason for that, then I give that to myself, and over time, maybe through the power of affirmations, I change that thinking pattern within myself. Sometimes simply being aware of what is going on in our minds, in our bodies, helps us slowly change the pattern. We may not stop ourselves from getting frustrated in that moment when it happens again, but in another 2, 3, 4, 5, or even 20 times, you will get over that pattern. You will become so conscious that you may not even want to react anymore, and slowly your thought patterns change. I have experienced this in my personal life, so I can tell you it totally works. And another thing that I mentioned in my previous video was about childhood traumas. So, processing childhood traumas, like it could be something as simple as not getting that value or that appreciation from your mother or from your father for something that you did, and you're seeking that now subconsciously from everyone in the world. And not only do you get angry at other people unnecessarily, but you don't have the energy to obviously show it. Sometimes we can't show it, but we definitely end up showing it to our parents, who we actually seek value from. We want to be valued and appreciated, but you know what, if your parents haven't gotten that from their parents, they probably don't know how to show it to you, because if we haven't experienced something, we cannot give that to another person. So another way, excellent way the universe mirrors us back our own dark shadows is also through our parents, because we attracted this family or the environment based on our own energies, and now our parents are reflecting back what we need to fix in ourselves. And so if we get highly triggered, it is difficult to actually catch that pattern. So let's say in my case, I didn't feel valued, and so I seek that from my mother, and my mother also didn't experience that in her life, so she was seeking that from me, and it was a vicious cycle. We were not giving that to each other. But a great way to break down that is to understand the pain that one experiences behind it. It's simply not being seen or not being heard, and that feeling simply needs love. And so, if you give that love to yourself, you'll be able to understand that the other person also needs the same love. And the next time anyone comes in your reality seeking that, you will catch that pattern and you'll be like, huh, I have felt that in my life. Let me give this person love. This person is in pain. And so that's how we make a harmonious reality as well, because the universe does test us these ways as well. They will come and they will trigger us, and once we heal ourselves, we'll know how to heal that in another person, and together we can make a greater, a happier, a more loving world around us. And now to coming to more solutions of how to handling your anger. One of the great ways to release all that energy that is building up in our system is by going for a run. Simply going for a run drains your energy out. It is utilized now in firing up your muscles and your system in a positive way. And so when you are done at the end of the run, you will not have the strength to be angry anymore. Your mind will be much calmer, just like how you feel at the end of the day. You're exhausted, and your subconscious mind is more active at the end of the day or at the beginning of the day, and you will probably feel that state once you're done with a run. And you also balance your energies this way. You release all that pent up energy, creating tension between your muscles and in your fascia. So that's one great way to release it, and then you'll be able to think more calmly. Also, when people feel angry and they say certain things, it only manifests that reality much more faster, and it expands that experience for us as a soul. And the only reason the universe keeps amplifying every experience of yours, if it's coming from an unbalanced place, is because it wants us to balance that. So imagine feeling angry and experiencing more reasons why you should be more angry and frustrated. So another way I deal with it is usually I immediately bring my attention back to my breath. I try to silence myself for 2 minutes. Sometimes I even tell to the universe that I'm giving it to you. Please deal with it. I'll put this on hold, and I hold on to that energy, put it in the back of my mind, and at the end of the day, I go and write down in my journal what is it that I felt in those moments. Slowly, this anger was actually a powerful tool for me to understand what parts of me I am not giving attention to myself for. It could be something detail specific, and sometimes all of these thoughts radiate like branches from a tree, that is like a root thought that is creating, like I said, maybe fear or low self esteem can manifest in different ways in different parts of our life, in our career and relationships and whatnot. And so we will seek that in different ways. Maybe our conversations may look different, or maybe the people's faces that we experience this with may look different. Maybe the language we even talk with, that also might seem different, but the energy is the same. And so it's important to resolve this at the root level. And meditation or deep meditation, long deep meditations actually help you completely chop that tree of karma within your system. And that's why it is such a powerful way to do that. Another way meditation also shows you where you're going wrong is it will show you the seed thought that is creating the whole experience. And that's why sometimes when the tree of karma is cut, a big chunk of your life falls apart, because something better that was always meant for your heart comes to you. And when you start dissolving also this pain within yourself that has been built up, slowly your heart center starts to open up, your solar plexus starts to balance, which is your sense of self. You start feeling more safer, and when you feel more safe, you become more creative. And all of these qualities are needed to be successful in life. So slowly your external reality starts to shift, and you start to become much more happier and much more energetic person. No more is your energy being subtly in the background, being drained with all that anger and frustration that is draining your nervous system out. Not just that, it's also draining your physical reality, all that abundance that you can attract with a balanced energetic system, with an open heart, so you can experience joy completely. All of that can be manifested simply by doing this little inner work in your system. So go for it, go for a run, focus on your strengthening your physical body, introspection, meditation, breath work. All of these things are excellent tools to bring your system in balance. I hope this video helped you in some way. Let me know in the comments section. I'll see you now then with another video on Secrets of the Soul.